Welcome to the Neighborhood Blockwatch Grant Program Quarterly Report Training. This training will lead you step by step through the process to successfully complete and submit your quarterly report. Step 1. Using your internet browser, navigate to the Neighborhood Blockwatch Grant Program Grants Management System landing page. The landing page is located at https://nbwgrants.phoenix.gov. Step 2. Click Register to create your NBWGP GMS user ID and password. If you've already created an account, you do not need to go through this process. Step 3. Begin the registration by entering your contact information. The default portal role is applicant. You must register as an applicant. Please do not change that field. Continuing Step 3. Follow the directions in the highlighted section to create your user ID and password. Click the box to agree to the City of Phoenix Terms of Use and Privacy Policy. Click Register. Step 4. Once you're registered, logged in as, for example, George Martin, will appear at the top right. You will receive an email confirming your registration. Step 5. To edit your profile once you've registered, click Log In As at the top right. A drop-down will appear. Click My Profile. Continuing Step 5, the Update Profile page will appear. Edit any information you wish, then click the blue Update button at the bottom of the page. You are not required to update your password. Step 6. Click the NBW Grants banner to link to the NBWGP website. It may be necessary to help you complete your report. It is not required, however. Click the banner again to close. Step 7. Click Program-Related Forms and Frequently Asked Questions banner for answers to frequently asked questions and links to other NBWGP forms. Again, this is not required, but it may be necessary to complete your report. Click the banner again to close. Step 8. Click the Help tab to display help documents, including the Quarterly Report Guide. Step 9. Click the row that corresponds to the document you would like to open. It will turn green. Click Download icon to open. Continuing Step 9. The document will open in a new tab on your browser. Please make sure you have Pop-Up Blocker turned off or this will not work. You do not need to turn Pop-Up Blocker off for all websites, only our website. Step 10. GMS will automatically send emails to grantees to inform them of due dates, compliance status, etc. To begin the quarterly report process, click Quarterly Reports on the GMS menu as shown above. Step 11. To begin filling out your quarterly report, click the row in the top grid that corresponds to the correct application. It will turn green. And then click the row in the bottom quarterly reports grid that corresponds to the correct quarter. It will also turn green. Step 12. With the correct application and quarter selected, both rows will be green. Click the pencil icon in the quarterly reports grid as shown above. Step 13. Enter your information into the quarterly report form. Fields denoted with an asterisk are required. Fields that are shaded cannot be completed because they are automatically filled in by GMS. Step 14. At least 2 signers must sign the quarterly report. The signatures will be electronic. To sign, each signer must log into their own GMS profile. Signers will not have the ability to sign for anyone other than themselves. To sign, click the magnifying glass icon as shown above to begin the signature process. Step 15. Click the row with your information. It will turn green. Click the OK button. Step 16. Your name will appear in the Signer 1 box as shown above. Click the Yes button acknowledging that the report is accurate. Both signers must complete this action to successfully complete and submit a quarterly report. Step 17. Once at least 2 signers have signed and the form is filled out completely, click the Save and Close button at the bottom right to save your quarterly report. If you've made a mistake, you can click Cancel to close without saving and return to the GMS Quarterly Reports menu. Step 18. If your save is successful, you will see this prompt. Click OK. Step 19. Click the refresh icon in the Quarterly Reports grid to refresh your quarterly report status. Step 20. The grid will update with signer names listed in signer columns as shown above. To edit the report you've already saved, click on the corresponding row to make it green and click the pencil icon. The form will open and you can make changes. Save and close as described in previous slides. Hit the refresh icon in the Quarterly Reports grid to refresh your progress as described before. Step 21. To enter expenditures, first ensure that the correct rows in the top grid and Quarterly Reports grid are selected. They will turn green. Click the Report Line Items tab in the bottom grid. Then click the plus icon in the Report Line Items grid. Step 22. Click the magnifying glass icon to select the budget line item. Step 23. The lookup record table will appear. Click the row to select the line item you would like to enter as an expenditure on the budget. The row will turn green. Click the OK button to accept or the Cancel button to cancel. Step 24. The line item will auto-populate in the first column of the Report Line Items grid. Enter the expenditure information into the last 5 columns in the Report Line Items grid shown above. Step 25. Once you have entered the information for that expenditure, click the disk icon to save. If you make an error while typing the information, click the cancel icon to the right of the disk to clear that line. Step 26. The expenditure line item will turn green after you save as shown above. Click the refresh icon in the Quarterly Reports grid to refresh your progress. Repeat this process for all expenditures in that quarter. Continuing Step 26, the Amount Spent column in the Quarterly Reports grid will display updated information as shown above. Continuing Step 26, the Spent and Total Remaining columns under the Current Grants tab will also display updated information upon line item expenditures being entered into the quarterly report forms. Continuing Step 26, the Amount Spent and Amount Remaining columns in the bottom grid under the Current Grants tab will display updated information for each approved line item as report line items are entered. Step 27. To edit a budget line item expenditure, click the pencil icon in the Report Line Items grid. Complete the edit by following the directions for entering the budget line item expenditures covered in previous slides. Click OK to save the updated budget expenditure data. Then click Refresh icon in Quarterly Reports grid to refresh your progress. Step 28. To delete a budget line item expenditure, click on the trash can icon in the Report Line Items grid. Continuing Step 28, click Delete to delete the budget line item expenditure. Click Cancel to cancel the deletion and return to the Quarterly Reports menu. If you delete, click the refresh icon in the Quarterly Reports grid to refresh your progress. Step 29. To submit your receipts, invoices, or backup documentation, click on the Expenditure Documents tab in the bottom grid. Click on the Add Files button. Step 30. Select Documents to attach, then click the Open button. Step 31. The file name of the document you are attempting to upload will appear below the Add Files button. To upload, click the Upload button. Continuing Step 31, if the upload is successful, the Upload button will change to Done and the document will appear in the grid. Repeat this process for all your documents. Step 32. The Remove button will only remove the document from the pending upload area below the Add Files button. It will not delete it permanently from the grid. Continuing Step 32. Once a document is uploaded, it cannot be deleted from the grid. As mentioned in the prior slide, the Remove button does not delete. Please make 100% certain you intend to upload a document before you hit the Upload button. Step 33. To test your upload, click the corresponding row, which will turn green, and click the Download button as shown above. Continuing Step 33, the option to open or save will pop up. Your screen may differ from our screenshot above based on your operating system. Click Open to test the document. Your file will open in the same format you uploaded it. Step 34. To open or save a copy of your quarterly report, click the corresponding row in the top grid and quarterly report row in the bottom grid. Both rows should be green. Continuing step 34, click the Reports tab in the bottom grid. The drop-down menu will default to PDF. Staff recommends PDF format for best viewing. Click the Download Selected Report button. Continuing step 34, the document will open in a new tab on your browser. Please ensure you have pop-up blocker turned off. All right. Step 35. Once you have deemed your quarterly report complete, at least 2 signers have signed, and you are ready to submit, click the Submit Application tab in the bottom grid. Step 36. To submit your quarterly report, ensure that the correct row is selected in the quarterly reports grid. It will turn green, and click the Submit Report button at the bottom of the page. Step 37. You will be asked to confirm your selection. To submit your quarterly report, click Continue. To cancel and return to the previous page without submitting, click Cancel. Continuing step 37, once you've submitted your quarterly report, report status in the quarterly reports grid will automatically change from draft to submitted. You will receive an email confirming your submission or receipt of your report. Remember, once submitted, you can no longer make changes to your report. Step 38. An equipment retention form is required for groups that purchase equipment or supplies items and wish to retain them for future years. It must be submitted with the final quarterly report. It is not required in other quarters. To download, click the download icon. Continuing step 38, the form will open in PDF fillable format. It must be completed, printed, signed, and be mailed into the address on the form. It is due with the final report. Step 39. Once the grant year is ended, your application status will change to closed. As a result, your applications and quarterly reports will no longer appear under the Current Grants tab and Quarterly Reports tab. They will appear under the Closed Grants tab as shown above. Thank you for watching the Quarterly Report training presentation. If you feel you missed any information, please feel free to go back and watch again. If you have any questions, please contact NBWGP staff at 602-262-6131.